Steve here with Tech Savvy Agent, and I'm here with Max Pigman.
How you doing, Steve?
Pretty good, Max. How you doing?
Good.
Speaker, technologist, vice president of Realtor.com, among many other titles as well. And Max is a huge proponent for Macs. M-A-C-S, the computer, Apple computers in real estate. But a lot of agents have a misconception that they can't buy an Apple, they can't buy a Mac. It's not going to work with their MLS or Realtor.com or top producer. But Max, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience with Apple software and Mac computers?
Yeah, you know, the main reason I got into Macs, I got to be honest, is not because of my name, Max, right? It's because of the fact that when I got my first iPhone, and the user experience on the iPhone was just so beautiful and so simple, I started thinking, wow, I wonder if I could actually use a Mac. But being years of a PC user, I was so afraid of compatibility issues and issues that I wouldn't be able to run software that I normally need to run. And the Macs was just for people that were into artsy stuff and video. And so I started to do a little research, because as I travel the country every week, I see more and more people sitting on the airplane opening up a Mac.
Yeah.
And so I'd ask them, I'd say, hey, how's that working for you? And these are business people, and they'd say, hey, it works fine, man. I use Excel, I use Word, I use Outlook. It's called Entourage there, but it's the same thing. And so I finally broke down last year, bought my first MacBook, and I'll tell you what, I've never looked back. And what I did, because I was so afraid, I actually bought Windows in what's called Boot Camp.
Right.
So the Mac actually has an option to where you can actually cold boot the computer into Windows. I did it with Windows XP.
Okay.
And when you do that, it is like the computer thinks it's a Windows computer. There is no difference. I've tried every Windows
MLS?
program. MLS. It uses Internet Explorer. The computer does not know that it's not a Windows PC. Now I've progressed one step further, and I actually run something called Parallels with Windows 7, and I like that much better, because I can actually be in the Mac OS. I can be doing all the things I love about it, and just hit a button and open up a window of the Windows 7, and I can run Internet Explorer. I still got the Mac running in the background. I can switch back and forth. It is really seamless, and I've now met lots of realtors that have done the same thing, many of them before I've done it, by the way. But it's really cool, because now people can actually kind of have their cake and eat it too. It costs you a little bit more. You've got to buy a licensed version of Windows. You've got to buy Parallels, another $99 program, but hey, it's possible, and I've never looked back. You know, when I jump back on a PC, it's a painful experience for me, so I don't spend that much time in the Windows environment unless I absolutely have to, and you'll be amazed you don't really have to very much.
I agree. You know, the Tech Savvy Agent, we're Mac users as well. We have our iPhones, we have our MacBooks and our iMacs at home. We do think it's great. It's a great company and great product.
So, and as far as how it integrates with Realtor.com, hey, you can do everything on Realtor.com with Safari browser, with Firefox browser, all the other things that you can do on the Mac side that you can with a PC. So as those users continue to grow, all the exposure you're getting on Realtor.com is going to do nothing but grow along with those users that are growing with the Apple operating system.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Max.
You bet. Great
Good
to see you. Take care.